All right, so for those of you who have no idea who I am, have never seen my face before, my name is Tim Staro, owner, founder, head coach, president, VIP, whatever you want to call it, of Styro Fitness and Nutrition. So what I want to do with these videos here, kind of just me talking to the camera, providing you with realistic, helpful, applicable information that you can decide to use or not use to help your training, fitness, nutrition, health, and hopefully life. So first one we're going to start with here is going to be something I see people mess up a lot, especially if they are newer to strength training and starting a new fitness journey. And that thing is like scheduling a training week. When we're trying to figure out what to do on what days, what muscles to lift on Monday, what to lift on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it can get very confusing. It might feel overwhelming, especially if you don't have a game plan and you're really just winging it day in and day out. So by the end of this video today, you should have a better idea of how to decide what workouts you should be doing based on your training schedule, whether you have 2 days a week to lift, 3 days, 4 days, all the way up to 6 days. So stick around and you'll have a better idea of how to manage your training week to make sure your training is as effective and as efficient and actually gets you the results that you're looking for. So why does this really matter? Why is this important to talk about? Well, for starters, we want to have balance in a training program. If we don't have balance in a training program, we might be unsure if we're hitting all the parts of the body that we want to train. We have muscles in the front and the back, both sides of our legs, front and back, so we want to make sure that we're across a training cycle of anywhere from a week to a few days. After a week, maybe 7 to 8 days, we're hitting as much of these muscles in the appropriate amounts as we can. This way, we can close to guarantee put them in the best position to actually grow, get stronger, be more defined, and get that toned look that some of you might be looking for. If we mess this up, and if you decide to kind of just do things randomly, then the one issue that you will probably run into is not allowing your muscles to recover enough between workouts. If I do my legs on Friday and then I want to do something on Saturday, so I'm just like, I'm just going to do legs again, my legs aren't going to be recovered. Same thing for the upper body. If I do a lot of chest work, a lot of pressing on Monday, my shoulders, my triceps, and my arms might be a little tired, and I might not have the best workout I can on Tuesday because of that reason. So it's important to manage how you're going about your training week so you can make sure your muscles are recovered. And that's probably one of the biggest things I want to drive home with this video here. Another piece that's super important is that when you actually schedule something, chances are going to be astronomically higher that you're actually going to stick to that actual schedule. So if I write down on my calendar, I'm going to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if it's in there, I block off the time. If I block off the hour 15, whatever it is, then the chances are higher that I'm going to be actually able to stick to that workout and stick to achieving my goals. So looking at training splits and type of trainings that you're going to hear about today, there's a couple main ones that we're going to touch on. Full body splits, upper body, lower body splits, a push-pull leg type of split, and then our bro split. Now when we say split, we think of these as just different ways to organize your training, to making sure you're getting all the training that you need to within the week, making sure you're hitting all the check boxes. So in my opinion, the training split that you're going to do is going to really be focused around and decided based on your training schedule. So it kind of makes logical sense where if I can only work out X amount of days and I want to hit every body part in the week, I'm going to do this type of workout split. So starting things off with what days per week work best with for a full body type of workouts. So I like full body workouts. I think they're fantastic. They're a great bang for your buck. And typically these are going to be used and done when people can train at the minimum 2 days per week or more. Now the biggest trick with this one is, and this is where a lot of people mess up these full body training workouts, is they might do full body on back-to-back days. Now, if done appropriately, that can be totally fine. It can certainly work. However, if done and not programmed accordingly, then you might run into some muscles that are still tired from the day before. So best place to use something like full body splits are going to be when you can train for at least 2 days a week, but then you also have at least 1 day in between each workout. So for example, full body splits and full body workouts on like Monday and Wednesday and Friday work really well. A full body workout on Wednesday and then Saturday also works really well. If we're doing something like an upper lower body split, those are going to be done probably when you have to work out or when you decide to work out on back-to-back days. So for example, if we're working out Monday and Tuesday, maybe we do an upper body workout Monday, lower body workout Tuesday. We might take Wednesday as our off day, and then we're going to go ahead and hit upper body on Thursday, and then Friday is going to be another lower body workout. So as the amount of training you can do throughout the week increases, it's going to determine what type of training and what type of workouts you do within those exercises, or what type of lifts and what type of workout style you do based on those training days. The next one is going to be our push-pull leg split. So pushing exercises are going to be muscles that are on the front of your body. So our chest, front of our shoulders, and then our triceps. So even though technically they're on their back of their arm, they are a pressing muscle. So chest presses, shoulder press, tricep extensions. Those are going to be muscles that push things away from you. Our pulling exercises are going to be our back muscles, so muscles that help pull things towards us. So our lats, our upper back, our rear delts, and our biceps are going to be some of the heavy hitters that we're going to train in these type of workouts. And then lastly on this one, we have our legs, which is kind of straightforward, our lower body exercises. So squats, deadlifts, leg extensions, leg presses, lunges, step ups, those types of things. So these are going to be exercises, schedule, and kind of training splits that I use for people who can commit to at least 3 days per week, if not more. What's great about this one is that each muscle group is going to get a significant amount of rest. So if we're working out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're off on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're off on Thursday, and then we go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then we might have an opportunity to go ahead and hit push exercises on Monday, pull exercises on Tuesday, and then Wednesday's our leg day. Then we go again. We have our push exercise on Friday, our pull exercise on Saturday, and then our Sunday is going to be our leg day. What's great about this is when we start up that week again on Monday, since we worked out our legs on Sunday and our upper body pushing exercises are going to be on Monday, those muscles are going to be recovered. So I like this split. I like this order for people who can work out 3 days per week or more for that exact reason. So the last one we're going to touch on is going to be our bro split. So our bro split is going to really be based around kind of individual muscles. Rather than pushing and pulling, we're kind of looking more at chest muscles, shoulder muscles, arm muscles, and leg muscles. Maybe you bring it down a step further and you do quads and hamstrings or glutes type of things. So these are going to be for people who work out almost every single day, at least maybe 6 days in a row, and are really kind of focusing on individual muscle growth, individual muscle stimulus, and they want to isolate different muscles each time they work out, as opposed to doing, let's say, shoulders and chest, or back and legs and like a full body type of thing. One's not better or worse than the other. It's realistically what's going to align best with the reasons why you're training and what you can fit into your training schedule. So for a bro split, we might do chest on Monday, shoulders on Tuesday, back on Wednesday, legs on Thursday, and then maybe we do arms on Friday. Then you rest and recover. So this can be very useful for certain people, especially who like that isolated muscle grouping kind of workout. However, one drawback to this, if I were to be honest, is that you might not get to work out multiple muscles in the same week because you have to spread it all out across an entire 7-day period. So if I were to be completely honest, I would say unless you're a bodybuilder or unless your goal is to put on as much muscle as possible and each workout has to have a significant amount of training volume within their workout, the bro split might not be your best choice. You might be better off doing like a push-pull leg split kind of thing. So this way you can at least condense some of these workouts a little bit better. So another thing to consider is how flexible or inflexible is your training schedule. If you're someone who has a lot of things that come up throughout the course of a day or a week and you might have to rearrange things, if you're trying to work out every single day and you do something that is like a bro split, where it's kind of single muscle groups at each workout, you might run into the problem of if you miss a workout on Monday, what do you do on Tuesday? Do you go, instead of doing chest, now you do chest on Tuesday and then you mess up the rest of the order? Or do you skip that chest workout and go right to your back workout? So again, these are just things to consider. I will say in my experience, for the type of people that I work with, adults who have other responsibilities outside of the gym, for our athletes who are trying to manage lifting weights, strength training, but also their schedules, there's these kind of groups of people, their schedules might not align with being able to work out every single day. But in order to make sure we hit as much of a training stimulus as possible, it's gonna be best to make sure we do something that when they do come in, we can do multiple muscle groups at a time to make sure we're getting the muscles trained and maintaining that training, even if it is a little bit of a different schedule than we planned. So overall, all of these schedules can certainly work. The biggest thing is to think logically. How many days per week am I realistically going to be able to train? If you're new to training, I would suggest you aim for at least 2 and maybe do 2 full body days to get started. Once you feel comfortable, now maybe you can bump that up to 3 days per week. Now you're adding 3 days of full body workouts. And if you're someone who's like feeling good and they are kind of progressing nicely, but now they're looking to get over their next plateau, adding a 4th day in there and maybe doing an upper body, lower body split might be a really good alternative. And then the other options that exist, if you're someone who wants to train a little bit more frequently and you have maybe at least 5 to 6 days to train, we can maybe do that push-pull leg split, or you can do something where it's individual body parts. Again, all of these options can certainly work. The most important thing is picking the one that you're gonna like the best and the one that's gonna allow you to stay most consistent throughout the course of a training period. So I hope this video made sense to you. Hope you got something out of it. If you want some more information about how you and I can work together to help you achieve your goals, if you are someone who is looking to get started with strength training but doesn't know how to start, hit the links below. There's some free resources for you, as well as some more information about how to get in touch with me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.